How to stop negative self-talk. Negative self-talk is something almost everyone experiences at some point in life. It is that inner voice that whispers harsh judgments, doubts, and criticism. It tells you that you are not good enough, that you will never succeed, or that nobody likes you. These thoughts can be so automatic and constant that people start to believe them without even questioning where they came from. Over time, negative self-talk can drain your confidence, affect your relationships, harm your mental health, and prevent you from achieving your goals. The first thing to understand is that negative self-talk is not a reflection of reality. Just because a thought appears in your mind does not mean it is true. In fact, most of the time, these thoughts are exaggerated, irrational, or based on old experiences that no longer apply. For example, if you made a mistake at work, you might think, "I always mess things up," or "I am such a failure." But in reality, you made one mistake, just like every other human being does sometimes. Where does this inner critic come from? It often develops in childhood. If you grew up in an environment where people were critical, unsupportive, or harsh, you may have picked up those voices and made them your own. Or maybe you were compared to others, told you had to be perfect, or felt like you were never good enough. These early messages shape how we talk to ourselves later in life. Social pressure, trauma, and failure can also strengthen this negative inner voice. The good news is that you can change the way you talk to yourself. It takes time and practice, but it is absolutely possible. The first step is awareness. You need to start noticing when negative self-talk happens. Many people are so used to these thoughts that they do not even realize how often they occur. Start by paying attention to moments when you feel bad about yourself. What were you thinking? Write those thoughts down. You might be surprised by how often your mind criticizes you without a good reason. Once you become aware of your negative thoughts, you can begin to challenge them. Ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is there any evidence for it? What would I say to a friend if they had this thought about themselves? Most of the time, you will find that your inner critic is not being fair. For example, if you think, "I am terrible at everything," ask yourself if that is really true. Are there things you do well? Have you succeeded in the past? Usually, the answer is yes. Another useful trick is to reframe the thought. This means replacing a negative thought with a more balanced and helpful one. Instead of thinking, "I cannot do this," try saying, "This is difficult, but I am learning." Instead of, "Nobody likes me," try, "I am still building connections, and it takes time." Reframing is not about lying to yourself. It is about being more accurate and kind in the way you think. You can also practice self-compassion. This means treating yourself the way you would treat someone you care about. If a friend made a mistake, you would not call them a loser. You would comfort them, support them, and help them move forward. You deserve the same kindness. Self-compassion does not mean avoiding responsibility. It means recognizing that everyone struggles and that it is okay to be imperfect. Another way to stop negative self-talk is to use positive affirmations. These are short, encouraging statements that you repeat to yourself. For example, "I am enough," "I am doing my best," or "I am growing every day." At first, these might feel silly or fake, especially if your inner critic is very loud. But over time, repeating positive messages can help build new mental habits. Just like a path becomes smoother the more it is walked on, your brain becomes more used to positivity the more you practice it. Mindfulness is another powerful tool. This means being present in the moment and observing your thoughts without judgment. When you are mindful, you can notice a negative thought, but you do not have to believe it or act on it. You can simply say to yourself, "That is an old thought, but I do not have to follow it today." This gives you space to choose a better response. You can also change your environment. Surround yourself with people who support and encourage you. Limit time with those who constantly criticize or bring you down. The people around you have a big influence on your mental voice. The more kindness you receive from others, the easier it becomes to be kind to yourself. Remember, stopping negative self-talk is not about being positive all the time. It is about being honest, balanced, and fair with yourself. Life is full of challenges, and it is okay to feel frustrated or sad. But you do not need to add suffering by attacking yourself mentally. Learning to be a friend to yourself is one of the most powerful things you can do. Over time, changing the way you talk to yourself can improve your mood, reduce anxiety, boost your self-esteem, and make you more resilient in difficult times. You will start to feel more confident, more hopeful, and more in control. It might take weeks or months, but every small step matters. Start today. The next time you catch yourself thinking something harsh, stop and ask, "Would I say this to someone I love?" If the answer is no, then you should not say it to yourself either. You are not perfect, and you do not need to be. You are growing, learning, and doing your best, and that is more than enough. If this article helped you understand your inner voice and how to change it, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. We are here to bring you clear, honest, and helpful content to support your mental and emotional well-being. Your support keeps us going and helps us reach more people who need these insights. Thank you for being part of this journey, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.